It's a real cinematic experience. This is going to be cool.
The story for Bloodstone is actually written by a veteran Bond writer. He's come up with this great story.
It doesn't pick up on where the movies last ended. It takes the James Bond that Daniel Craig has created and puts him into a new adventure. Bond finds out a biomed researcher in London has been kidnapped, and this sets Bond into a mission that takes him all over Europe and all over Asia, and he never quite seems to know who is the villain and where is this taking me.
It has twists, it has turns, it has really interesting characters, and more story elements keep on unfolding. There's more to them than you originally thought.
You can shoot people, you can get into cover, you can drive vehicles, you can do hand-to-hand combat. You can do everything in the same level, and that kind of makes it feel really versatile.
Bond's greatest weapon is his mind, so it's not just about shooting people, but thinking about what you're doing in the environment.
You have to plan how you're going to infiltrate each place. You have to think about whether you use stealth or whether you go in all guns blazing.
Multiplayer is a huge thing for us in this James Bond game. We play it in like an objective-based game, so it's actually like a mini standalone story. It's a team-based game, so it's really about cooperation between the teammates. So it's 16 players, 2 teams of 8. One team plays as MI6 and one team plays as a mercenary. Mercenaries are trying to achieve something and MI6 are trying to stop them. We've got everything you could wish for in a game. It's been a challenge to pull together, but I think we wouldn't be doing Bond justice if we didn't put in that amount of variety.
He's James Bond. He's going to be brutal, he's going to be efficient, and we all have a very good idea of how we want to see him move.
The new Bond is all about aggression, hand-to-hand, punching people, as well as using guns in a more traditional way.
The goal of the hand-to-hand combat is to fluidly mix in with the cover combat rather than feeling like a completely separate gameplay section.
The hand-to-hand system we've got is really fast, really brutal. So it's really satisfying to pull off takedown moves.
You can use athletics moves or hand-to-hand moves or shooting cover combat moves all seamlessly.
If you want to give Bond fluidity, he needs to flow from shooting to hand-to-hand combat to using cover to stealth, really in the blink of an eye.
He'll just roll with whatever's thrown at him without breaking the animation. We're not taking you out of the action with cutscenes, we're keeping you there.
The idea behind it has always been linking things together, keeping it fluid, and making sure that we can have all this gameplay experience in one place and not these discrete pockets of different types of gameplay.
You feel that everything you do is controlling this character, and to me that's really, really cool.
So the things that people remember from the last 2 James Bond films are the great car sequences. We looked at those and thought we need to have an element of that, so we've gone to town on the car driving. It's a real cinematic car experience.
It's our creations. We've got a fantastic pedigree with racing games, all the way back to the Formula 1 games and stuff. So yeah, we know cars and we really enjoy doing driving sessions. It's just such a good fit for a Bond game.
With our racing levels, obviously they're not standard. With Bond, it needs to be much more exciting. We've taken all the best bits of what we've done before and mixed that with what we're known for in driving. So you have a really high-powered, high-speed car chase, as well as stuff blowing up all over the place.
During our James Bond experience, Bond will be driving a number of cars.
Just so much fun to drive. They handle really differently as well, so it's a nice mix of the old and new.
James Bond is always by land, by sea, by air, so we've got him in planes, although not flying them. We've got him on the ground, and we've got him on the water as well.
We got an amazing boat chase right at the beginning of the game, where you're chasing a terrorist through this Athens marina, avoiding all these other yachts and stuff as he goes on this devious plot to blow up the Acropolis.
It's always that last second turn that he makes, it's always that last minute step on the brakes. We've really tried to get that into our driving experience, because it makes the player feel like they're doing something really cool in the game. Obviously the whole idea is to make the player feel like they're being James Bond, so we've really tried to bring that into our driving sequences. When we first started making this game, we tried to identify, okay, what makes this James Bond? He drives, he shoots, he fights, he has witty conversations, he goes to exotic places. All of these things make James Bond who he is. The music in the game is going to be very much classic James Bond. We've got Josh Stone.
To be a part of this game is like so cool. I'm going to say yes, I will consider myself a Bond girl from this day forward.
Bond's a globetrotter, so we had to have some of the classic locations.
You get to see Athens, you get to see Siberia, you get to see Bangkok. It has that same aspect of a great adventure.
You know, we've got the classic Aston DB5 and the newer DBS, but we're not just limiting to cars here. We've got an amazing boat chase right at the beginning of the game.
Bond's driving skills are so much more refined than everybody else on the road that he's able to weave in and out of very dangerous situations.
Bond's quite athletic in the game. He's jumping over things, he's punching people, and you can see how cool it is to sort of grapple with these guys.
James Bond is synonymous with being at one with his Walter, and we want the player to feel like they're at one with their gun as well. Bond's greatest weapon is his mind, so it's not just about shooting people, but thinking about what you're doing in the environment and finding some way to kind of even the odds against the bad guys.
We didn't just want to portray one aspect of James Bond, we wanted to portray the whole thing. We wanted to give players that real opportunity to get into Bond's shoes.